Hey everybody, and welcome to Cruise Trivia week number 11, I believe. I've been running around like absolutely crazy. I genuinely feel a little bit out of breath, but I'm here now and I'm on time. I never want to be late to one of these cruise trivias. They're at the same time every week, so if you can put it in your calendar and make it here, if I can make it here, you guys can make it here, and it's fantastic to see you all here. I see so many names that I recognize. I have got a new jumper on today, which I think signifies the fact that summer feels like it's over here in the UK. It is dark, it is raining, it is terrible. But this is my new jumper. If you're not from the UK, a jumper is, I suppose, a sweater to Americans. I would call this a hoodie, but also I would call it a jumper. Hope you guys are all okay. Thank you for joining me on this very miserable Friday. But we've got some good cruise trivia today, so I'm looking forward to that. I actually had all of these questions prepared 1 day in advance, which is amazing. Normally I'm here about 2 minutes ago, like trying to quickly research these things, but I did it a day in advance. So very proud of myself. I'm feeling productive. Martin says, hey Emma, where is your Iona cruise? I'm doing a Canary Island cruise in next January is the plan, on board Iona, 14 nights. Cannot wait. It was so cheap. Absolutely fantastic. So there definitely are cruise deals still to be found if you know where to find them. So fingers crossed by January, things will be mostly back to normal. I've had my eye on Iona for ever since she was first mentioned. I went to an event in London, I don't even know how long ago, when they were announcing Iona. And ever since then, I've wanted to cruise on her. So that's really exciting. It was a fantastic price. It was under £800 for 14 nights, guaranteed inside. Absolutely brilliant. It is sunny in Seattle. Sounds fantastic. We've been very, very, very lucky, and we've had weeks of sun. For the UK, weeks of sun is just unheard of. So the fact it's raining now is completely fine. Hey to everybody who is joining me. Thank you so much for coming back week after week. It's so nice to see the same names in here again and again. If you've come to all 11 of these, a big, big well done. I can't quite believe that we've done 11, but I'm going to carry on because I'm having a good time. Hope you're all having a good time too. If you're new to this channel, hello and thank you for joining me. We do these trivias every single week, and I bring you a new YouTube video every single Sunday. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button. If you like this trivia, give it a thumbs up. And I think we're about ready to start. The mic has an echo. It's the same microphone I always use, so sorry if you hear an echo. I do have the window open. Maybe I could close it, but I think for now, let's get on with the trivia. Okay, so we've got 10 normal questions. There's a few photos in there, and then we've got 5 photo-only questions at the end. Love Trivia Friday. That is fantastic. Hello to Leo, who says squash again, Emma. I have got squash, and this is very, very nice squash. So if you know anything about squash, you'll know that Vimto is a fantastic squash, my favorite squash. And this is like a different version of Vimto. So this is raspberry, orange, and passion fruit. It's fantastic. Cindy says no echo here. That is brilliant. I can hear myself kind of echoing around, but I'm the only one here, so that is okay. So let's get on with question number 1. Question number 1 is, on which cruise line will you find the deepest cruise ship swimming pool? So of all the cruise ships in the entire world, which one has the deepest swimming pool? Jamesy says we need a squash package on cruises. We so need a squash package on cruises. It would be really cheap for them, probably the same sort of price as them providing a soda package, and I would love it. I know a lot of people who've got kids who bring the diluted squashes with them, so that's always a good idea, a good way to save money. But I don't know if I, as an adult, would want to go into a bar on a cruise and say, can I have some squash? I'm not sure. Isn't there too much sugar in squash? This is sugar-free squash, so some of them probably have sugar in them, but it's diluted 1 to 10. So even if, you know, that's kind of how much squash there is in there, the rest of it's water, so I'm super, super hydrated. Hello to, I think my mum is in here. Mum says, nice hoodie. Thank you, Mum. I bought this before it started to be sunny, and I thought, you know, I've made it sunny by buying something for the winter. But hey, here we are. Okay, cool. Let's move on to question number 2. How old do you have to be to cruise with Viking? I was thinking about the ocean when I did this question, but I'm pretty sure it's the same for the river. So how old do you have to be to cruise with Viking? Patty Ann says, I should try it then. I hate drinking water. I hate drinking water too. It's just so boring. I could drink, I don't know how many of these a day, 5 of these a day without any kind of effort. PJ says, is that a UK beverage? Never heard of squash except for as a vegetable and a racket sport. Yeah. I don't think it's just British. I think it's just maybe European. It's just not American as far as I know. It's just diluted juice, I suppose, just flavored water. Okay. On now, I think, to question number 3. Tony says you have to be 78 to cruise with Viking. They wouldn't have that many passengers, especially now. So maybe not 78. Okay, cool. Question number 3 is Royal Princess has a sister ship who doesn't belong to Princess. Who is she? Maybe make a video on you making squash. That would probably be the most boring video you ever did see. You pour in 1/10 squash and then you fill it with water and then you drink it. So that will probably be the most boring thing you ever saw. I think I have 6 or 7 flavors of squash now because I got a food delivery yesterday. I'm very much staying inside. They've kind of loosened the restrictions here in the UK a bit. You can go and see people outside if you stay away from them, but I don't really feel the need, to be honest with you. You can get everything delivered, so I'm not rushing out really to do anything, which is nice. I get my food delivered, I go for a walk, but that's about it. Nasty says we call it diluting juice here. I've had diluted juice and things in America before. It's not the same thing. We have, honestly, in our supermarkets, we have an aisle for squash and there's 100 flavors, maybe more than that. Like so many different brands of the same flavor. Apple and blackcurrant, you could probably get 10 different versions of that. So, yeah. This question number 3, is which ship doesn't belong to Princess? So it has a sister ship, but it belongs to a different cruise line. So if you're saying something Princess, then it's not. It doesn't belong to Princess. Where is Hudson? Hudson is in my bad books. He is a naughty. Well, he's not naughty. He's been hunting. He's been hunting. Which I don't need that. I don't need dead birds brought to me. So yeah, trying to stop him from doing that. We got a new bird feeder and I think it's basically just baited birds into our garden for Hudson to kill. So I'm getting rid of that bird feeder now because yeah, we had to dig a grave this morning. Not good. Love having a cat and you can't tell him off for hunting birds. That's what cats do, but yeah. Nasty says, I made my dad come fix my fence yesterday. First time I've seen him in 12 weeks. Yeah, I have seen my parents now for the first time in 11 weeks, I think. So that was good. I'm glad we can sort of start seeing people again. I want to see my family, but apart from that, I'm not really sure. I know it's a sign of affection and he bought me a present, but it's so gross. And I don't want to see these dead birds. It was so sad. Give him a bell, yeah. Well, I'm not sure. I feel like if I give Hudson a bell, then the foxes will know where he is and then he won't be able to run away from them. So, yeah. Oh, my kitty has brought in frogs. Oh, that sounds horrible. There's no ponds or anything near me, so we should be safe from frogs. If you can hear the seagulls out here, I don't live near the sea, but seagulls. Okay, question number 4 is, what language do the people of Cuba speak? And I'm not going to speak any more about that because I'm going to give away the answer. So what language do the people of Cuba speak? Sean says, my cat does not kill birds. That's good. Hudson didn't until recently, but I'm hoping it's just a phase for a few days and he'll get over it. He doesn't need any more food. He's very well fed. If you have any cruise-related questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. If you just want to talk about killing birds, that's completely fine by me too. That's been my day. But yeah. I have to make some of these questions simple, and you say it's simple. People in the UK don't know very much about Cuba because it's very far away. I have been to Cuba, not on a cruise, but I have been there. So simple for some people and not so simple for other people. Okay, on now to question number 5. What is the currency of Jamaica? Jamaica feels very far away right now. Very, very far. I think I'm going to be booking cruises that are closer to home for the foreseeable. I don't know, but I've just booked a Canary Island cruise on P&O's Iona, so that's good. I'm thinking more kind of Europe, Mediterranean, Canary Islands. Maybe I could do a transatlantic and then come back. I'm not really fancying flying far, far away for right now. I mean, I really want to get back to Asia, maybe 2021, but hopefully soon we can start cruising again. YouTube didn't remind me. YouTube doesn't remind anybody. YouTube really isn't very good. The thing is out of my videos, it's something like 20% of the people who watch the videos are actually subscribed, and within that, it's like 2% have turned on the notification bell to get notifications. So yeah, YouTube's hard. You think it would want people to watch videos? That's kind of what YouTube's for now, but not sure. But hello, thank you for joining me. Went on a bit of a detour there, but that's fine. We've got time, plenty of time. Oh my gosh, you saw my comment. Of course I did. It's in capitals for a start. Okay. Do you think balcony cabins will be more expensive now as no one will want an inside, will they? Well, I will, and I'm hoping that it will put down the prices of the inside cabins because, yes, I think people will want balcony cabins more. I'm still going for an inside cabin. I may be on my own on that one. I think most people are going for balconies now. But, yeah, I'm hoping it will drive down the price. That's how I'm seeing it. Susan got notified. That's good. I'm glad that some of you guys do. Set my alarm to see you. Thank you. That's really nice. Oh, Saga and Viking thinking about around UK cruises. Yeah, I saw this earlier and I got very, very excited. Viking are phenomenal. Phenomenal, I think is the perfect word. And I went on the Spirit of Discovery, who's a Saga cruise ship, and it was fantastic. You have to be 50 plus to cruise with Saga. So I'm a bit gutted. Honestly, I don't know who I'd have to talk to get invited again. But I want to talk to them and I want them just to let me move on that ship for a bit. That will be, oh, that'd be so good. Peter says, what's your video going to be about? This Sunday's video is about face masks and cruising because these guidelines are coming out from cruise lines now. River cruises are back and they're cruising again. And I think it can teach us a lot about how we're going to have to deal with face masks and crew wearing face masks and things like that. So that will be coming out on Sunday. I'm feeling very organized, you know. Normally I don't on purpose leave these things to the last minute, but I do a lot of stuff in a week, like on a schedule. But I've actually been quite ahead of schedule this time, so that's good. That is good. Peter says you can be under if you have someone else who's over 50. You still have to be over 40 yourself though, and I'm 26, so I can't. Otherwise, I would take, you know, someone over 50, but you have to be at least over 40 yourself. Okay, moving on to question number 6. What is the unit of measurement used to describe the speed of cruise ships? The speed of cruise ships. Phil says, Norwegian Epic, what's with the weird bathrooms? I don't think they're that bad, to be honest with you. I think it says a lot that Norwegian never did that again. So what they did on that cruise ship was they had one corner where you'd have the toilet in a little room and one corner where you'd have the shower in a little room, then a curtain, and you'd have a sink in the cabin. A lot of people hated it. It is a bit weird because you have to get out the shower into the room. There's a curtain there, but you're still getting out of the shower into the room, which is a bit odd. So some people really didn't like that. It doesn't bother me too much, but they never did it again. So I think that says a lot. Okay, lots of answers there. So I'm going to move on to question number 7, which is, which cruise line has a partnership with Lego? I have to apologize if it's getting lighter and darker and lighter and darker here. I'm trying to use outside lights. I have a light on this side, but I've got a window on that side. And in the UK, it seems to go from glorious blue skies to absolute torrential rain to blue skies to rain. This is summer in the UK, so hopefully it's not too bad for you guys and you can still see me. I am still here. Okay. The epic arrangement lives on in their solo studio cabins. Well, that makes perfect sense. It doesn't really matter if you're getting out into the room when you're the only one in the room. A comment says, "Where is the bird? The bird's in a grave." Hudson killed him. Not good. Not nice at all. Not nice at all. I hope they don't build ships out of Lego. They do. Not to cruise on, though, just for fun. I've always fancied getting one of those, but they're quite pricey. So, yeah. Okay, question number 8 is, what is the name of Princess Cruises' mascot teddy bear? I think this is another one where I'm going to have to not speak through fear of giving it away, I think. I hear tweets, get Hudson on that bird. Yeah, no, I think they're all right. I hope. There's seagulls, there's pigeons, there's all kinds of birds out there. I hope the nice weather comes back soon. I hate this cold, rainy weather. Yeah, me too. I think probably the country needed a bit of rain just because we're quite a green country and everything was getting a bit dry. But we've done that now, so I would appreciate it if the sun could come back. Mascot teddy bear, question mark, question mark. Liam says, sorry I'm late. I don't mind if you're late, Liam. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Okay. Hello again from Tokyo, Japan. You saw my video that I made in Japan. Good. It's a strange little video, but I wanted to just have something to kind of remember my time there. And I'm glad that I made it. It's a bit odd, but yeah, there's some strange things on my channel if you go back. I've been there 3 or 4 years maybe now on this channel. So this week, the most exciting thing for me is I launched my cruise course again. It's called How to Cruise for Less, and the launch has been fantastic. Thank you so, so much. It is so good to get positive feedback from you guys. I know that it's got everything I know in there, but it's a relief for other people to see it and be like, yeah, this is actually good, Emma. So thank you so much, especially people who are in the travel industry. That's really, really nice. So appreciate that. If you haven't already checked out the course, just go to cruisingisn'tjustforoldpeople.com, and then there's a button on there, How to Cruise for Less. Everything I know about cheap cruising. So it's been a really, really good week for me in that sense. Not so much in other senses, but we'll just ignore that. I think this is the main thing to focus on. Any chance of putting Hudson on some merch? I keep thinking about it. I don't know. I'm not sure. Quick, everyone compliment Emma. Your hair looks nice. Thank you. This is quarantine hair, as everybody else has quarantine hair. It's a bit weird. I did a workout this morning, washed my hair, so this is how this goes, just like this. Glad it was a good week for you. Thank you. Some other ways it was an awful week, a really awful week, but the cruise world was fantastic. So thank you all so much. It's so nice to be able to go into our Facebook group or to come on to here and chat to you, and everyone is super nice. And it's just really good. So thank you so much. It cheers me up no end. Okay, right. So let's go on to question number 9. This one actually has a picture that goes with it. In which country will you find Gothenburg? This is a picture I took when I was in Gothenburg. City map there of a bus that I went on, and I don't think I paid for it. I didn't mean to steal the bus trip, but I think I did. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. But this was one of those situations where there was a shuttle bus and it said something like it was like pay on the bus, but then I got there and they were like, oh no, you should have paid on the ship, but it's fine, just get on. So I did. The one with Gothenburg, obviously. Thanks. Leo says, I love what you said at the beginning of your course about families struggling. That's my family every time on vacation. I just hate it when you see people with a million bags, tripping over things, stressed out. You're supposed to be on holiday. You're supposed to be having a good time, but people just seem to leave things to the last minute, don't do any research, and miss out on stuff, which is really, really annoying because I just want to tell people stuff. But you guys listen. You guys are fantastic. Thank you all for joining me here. But generally in the world, people don't want to be told about cruises at all. They're dumb. Sean says, looking forward to the Patreon podcast this week. Any clue what the podcast is? It is one that has been requested for a while. And yeah, so it's about that video that I made about that cruise line, what that cruise line thought about that video, and what I think about that cruise line now. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, and you'll hear about it in the Patreon podcast. If you don't, it's probably best that you don't. So that is Patreon Emma Cruises. If you want to be on there, we do a Patreon podcast every week, which is kind of the inside of my brain. Peter says more likes. Thank you guys. If you could give this a thumbs up, that's fantastic. We've got 19 thumbs up and 82 of you watching right now. So by that logic, most of you don't like it. Please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Todd says, oh, cool. Patreon will be fun. Todd is patron number 1. Thank you, number 1. Okay. Chris says, the only thing I do with my bald head is polish it. Thanks. Okay, let's move on to question number 10, which is, what is the name of the MSC Meraviglia's sister ship? Sean says he's looking forward to it. People have been asking for this podcast for a while. I think Patreon is the best place for it. Oh, we've got, what do we have here? We've got lots of comments. David can't see the comments. There are comments there, David, I promise. Lots of you in here. It's going a bit fast for my eyes, but yeah. Sean says, well done, Emma and team. Fantastic work. I would like to thank our moderators who are in here, getting rid of anything strange. I really, really appreciate it. It's so nice to not have to worry about weird things coming up on here. So thank you guys to our moderators who are in here. We are just steaming through these questions, absolutely steaming through them. The next 5 questions, you're either going to like them or you're going to hate them. So there's that. They're just pictures, and some people hate this topic and some people love this topic. Technically kind of not cruise related, but it is. You should know these, I think. Mary can't see the comments either. Where are you? Mary's on Facebook. Facebook is really sketchy. If you can come over to YouTube instead of watching this on Facebook, definitely do that. I put it on Facebook, but I'm not really sure why. If you can come on YouTube, fantastic. Mr. Wigan Dave says, my chat broke. Did I get blocked by mistake? I think something's going on with YouTube here if you can't see each other's comments. I can see all of your comments though. So I'll just read them all out. We'll just sit here and read them all out. Hopefully they'll come back. Tony says, bet you keep your cruise cards at the end of your voyage. I do. I have kept all of them apart from maybe 1 or 2 that I lost because I was 13 and I never thought I would care about this stuff. Patty Yang can see all the comments. Peter says he's fine. Perry can't see them on YouTube. Jeremy can see Wigan Dave. I don't know, guys. This is technology. I haven't blocked anybody. So my chat's frozen. Yeah, I'm just going to carry on. I can read out the answers for you guys. So the next questions are flags. I know some people hate flags and I know some people like flags. I've put some easy ones in there. I think really, really easy ones. Some harder ones, but these are ones that I know and I don't really know much about flags. So 5 flags. The first flag is this one. I hope you like that I didn't just put a generic picture of the flag. I actually found a picture of these flags flapping around in the wind. Hopefully you like that. I do pay for a subscription to, stock pictures and stock videos that I use in my YouTube channel. So sometimes I just go on there and look at things. I love the captions, and I often wonder what the captions would be if I was on there, because the captions always say things like, sad man, looks at the sea or something like that. Or it will say attractive female or skinny boy. And I'm like, I wonder what they would say about me. I don't want to find out. It depends what you're doing, I guess. But I love using things like that. Some of them really make me laugh. Cindy reloaded the video and my chat caught up. Maybe try that if your chat is out of date. Give it a quick refresh. This is YouTube for you after all. Todd says, Hudson killed the bird that was delivering the messages. My goodness. Maybe that's true. I hope not. I hope he doesn't do it again. It's not nice. Okay, so question number 12 is another flag. It is this flag, flaggy flag. Not going to say anything because I will give it away. Any guesses on that flag? Most known to me from packets of food. Okay. Fabulous. Well done, everybody. Lots of flaggy answers. Okay, let's move on to the next one. 13 is this one. A bit more tricky one, I think, maybe, if you've not been there. I was there in October. Actually, a country that is on, well, different continents. That helps. I'm not sure. Peter is having pizza for tea. That sounds fantastic. I don't have any plans for my dinner yet. Don't have any at all. No idea. But I did get food shopping yesterday, so I do have lots of stuff to choose from, which is fantastic. Then I'm gonna finish uploading my podcast after this. Then I've been researching a lot of stuff for Sunday's YouTube video. Film that tomorrow, get that up. Of course, write stuff for my website. I think that I forget that primarily I started all of this as a blogger. And now I don't really feel like I do much blogging, much more talking. I like talking, so here we are. Okay, lots of answers. Cool, moving on to 14. I hope that you'll all get this one. I hope you'll all get this one. It is this one. If I can find it, there we go, that one. Not saying anything about that one. Love to hear your voice and accent. Thank you. I get some mean comments about my accent on YouTube. People say I sound chavvy and I sound posh, and some people say I have too strong an accent, and I'm thinking, not really sure about that. But hey, this is the only accent that I have, so it's gonna have to do. Todd says a refresh seemed to work. So yeah, if you're missing comments, just try and refresh it and hopefully you'll catch up. Jenny says, I have an Iona booked to the Canary Islands next February, so please post a speedy review of your cruise next January. I will be putting everything kind of in real time on Instagram, so if you want to see what's actually happening when, follow me on Instagram. It's called Emma Cruises, and that's probably every hour I'll update that. I constantly update Instagram. I will be making videos and things too, but that might take me a bit longer to get some of those up, depending. It's a big cruise ship. A big cruise ship. But yeah, Instagram is definitely the best place. Emma Cruises on Instagram. That gets all of the first looks at everything. And the first looks of my normal life. If you're interested in pictures of Hudson, who, yeah, does what he does today, then that's where you'll find him. Okay, cool. Lots and lots of comments about my accent. Your accent is the best accent. Thank you. I can't hear it because it's just how I speak. But yeah, thank you so much. You guys are the nice ones, though. The fact that you come here and you talk to me live means that you guys hopefully like me, or you're just watching me for an hour. What does posh mean? I'm not sure how to describe the word posh. Is this someone who's like rich and snobby and kind of like, yeah, upper class, very posh? If you went somewhere and it was really, it's hard to describe without using other words that people won't understand. Because I would say if you went somewhere and it was really fancy, you'd say, oh, this is really posh. Or if you have a posh, like, table, then it's an expensive table. It just means like upper class and rich and kind of, I would say, a bit, yeah. Hope that makes sense. Posh means Victoria Beckham. Yeah, if you want to do that. Okay, we've got one more flag. This one. Where is this flag from? My mum says, pour out starboard home equals posh. Apparently so. If that's true, I'm not sure. Basically, that means that you get the better weather on that side. So the posh people, aka the people with more money, would be able to pick which side of the ship they had going out and coming in to get the sunshine and the better weather, or the shade, whatever they wanted. I don't know. But that, apparently it's that. I'm not sure how true that is. I think sometimes people kind of like retrofit words. Once words are already a thing, they come up with reasons for them. Not sure. Okay, so that is all of our questions, 15 questions. I hope you have 15 answers, because we're going to go back through now. Put your answers in the comments and I will put some. My mum says it's true. Maybe it is true, Mum. I'm not saying that it's not. I will put your comments on the screen when we've got a correct answer. Okay. To an American, your accent is certainly more... I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Sorry, but I agree. There are some English accents that I struggle with. I struggle with them. And especially not just English accents, some Scottish accents are so tricky to understand, even for me, so I do feel sorry for other people. But I feel like I at least pronounce the letters, I think. Okay. So question 1 is this one. On which cruise line will you find the deepest cruise ship swimming pool? PJ says, do you find American accents as interesting as we find UK accents? I think... kind of. I think in England, most people would only be able to name like 3 different accents for America. And of course, you have so many accents. I think we generally think it's like an LA accent or a Southern accent or like a Boston accent. I think that's what we think it is. Thank you so much, Leo, for the super chat. I have to go on a protest. We'll calculate my points later. Love you, Emma. Thank you so much, Leo. Have a fantastic time at your protest. I hope it goes well. I don't think there's no protest going on near me, but of course we are very aware of what is going on in the world right now. It's the most bizarre time of our lives. Absolutely crazies. Natalie says, you would struggle with my accent. I have... Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I struggle with even kind of like... I don't want to say northern accents because that is just, you know, overriding, but I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to move away from accents before I try and, you know, offend someone. So we have an answer for, on which cruise line will you find the deepest cruise ship swimming pool? It is Royal Caribbean. Yes, it is their swimming pools that they dive into off the back. They have these, I don't know how deep they are, but really deep plunge pools because they have people diving into them, which is just crazy. So the deepest pools are Royal Caribbean. Well done to everybody who got Royal Caribbean. Not Virgin Cruises. Nope. Definitely not Virgin Cruises. Not winning any awards for the biggest swimming pools or the deepest or the most number or anything. I think the most per ship is probably Princess, because Princess have 5 or 6 per ship sometimes. So yeah. Yeah, I would struggle so much with the Geordie accent. Although there's a lot of Geordie accents on TV, things that I watch, so maybe I'll be all right. Question number 2 is, how old do you have to be to cruise with Viking? Steve says, do you know who had the largest pool before Oasis and Allure? I do not. If you know, then please let me know, because I don't know. The Aqua Theatre. Yes, Mr. Wigan David is the Aqua Theatre. That is what I mean. What about a Cockney accent? I mean, yeah, I guess that's okay. We've got loads of correct answers here. It is 18. Well done to Peter. Well done to everybody who got 18. Maybe not 187. 18 is the answer. Well done, Sean. Well done, Mike. Well done, Gwen. Well done, everybody who got 18. I can't imagine anyone under 18 would really want to cruise with Viking. It's very, very nice. It's not very lively, though, and it's very expensive. So I think it makes sense it's adult only. Okay, question number 3 is Royal Princess has a sister ship who doesn't belong to Princess. Who is she? Who is she? I've been on her and I've been on Royal Princess. Jeremy says, what do you watch on TV? As Americans, my girlfriend and I are really into Big Fat Quiz of the Year and 8 out of 10 Cat Stars Countdown. They're good, aren't they? They're good. I'll give you that. I don't really watch much regular TV anymore. If I do, my favourite TV show is Coronation Street, which is a soap opera that's been going for 60 years or something. Coronation Street is my favourite. I also watch Gogglebox, which is where you watch people watch TV. Okay, it sounds awful, but you get to see a lot of TV and just the best bits. I used to work in a supermarket and people would ask me all the time, oh, did you see this? Did you see that? No, I don't have time to watch TV. I started watching Gogglebox. In an hour, I can see everything that's interesting that's happened in the week. And then everybody thinks I've watched everything on TV. It was very, very smart. Okay, the answer is, well done to Steve, it is Britannia. It is Britannia for P&O Cruises. It's very strange having been on both of them. I don't think you would really know that they're the same. I suppose structurally they're the same, but they're very, very different inside. Yeah, because Royal Princess is very sparkly and very, very gold. Britannia isn't really. Both nice ships, pretty nice ships, but yeah, they're sisters, but different cruise lines, which is cool. Jenny says, how do you understand the northern accents of Coronation Street? I pick up some phrases from there, and sometimes I catch myself using them, and I like it. My mum's from Manchester, so that's where that is. So that probably helps me. I like it when they say, like, oh, did she give you that earlier? And they would say, did she Eckers like? Love it. You can pick up loads of weird just names for things from that show. And I've watched Coronation Street since before I was even born. I probably watched Coronation Street. So Sean says, I worked at Tesco. I worked at Asda. So we are rival supermarkets. Jamesy says, it's the worst lift situation on Britannia. It is rubbish. In the middle of Britannia, I don't know what's going on there. They don't have a staircase in the middle. I don't know. Very, very strange. Mr. Wigan Dave says you should try a Wigan accent. I would have no idea where to begin with a Wigan accent. No idea. Okay, let's move on to question number 4, which is, what language do the people of Cuba speak? Any guesses on the people of Cuba? I'm just going to try and get a light there. It's getting dark. It's getting dark at almost 6 p.m. Very depressing. I do hope the sunshine will come back. So Cuba, the answer is Spanish. Yes, well done to Christopher and Tim. I went to Cuba for 2 weeks and it was the most eye-opening trip of my life. It was fantastic. It was really good. But unlike any place I've ever been before, we did a week kind of in a resort, which feels like what people do when they go to Cuba. They go to these resorts that could be anywhere. And then we stayed in Havana for a week, which was very different, very strange. I'll never forget just going to the toilet in Cuba. And yeah, I'm never going to forget it because you'd like walk in, they'd give you like 1 square of toilet roll. There's no lock, there's no toilet seat. A woman comes in to flush it with a bucket. And ever since then, I have appreciated toilets anywhere. Even when you're in somewhere like, we went to China, in an airport, and it's those holes in the ground. It's horrible. I'm still thinking it's better than Cuba. So gives me an appreciation for that. The answer is Spanish. Yes. So well done to everybody who put Spanish. You can have a little point. You guys seem to be doing well today. I don't know if I've made the questions too easy. Seems to be a lot of correct answers. So question 5 is, what is the currency of Jamaica? Cigar language. We did go to a cigar factory actually when we were in Cuba, and my brother kind of fainted a bit because I guess the smell. But yeah, Cuba is amazing. If ever you can go. What is the currency of Jamaica? I see some answers. Yes, it is Jamaican dollar. Well done to Gwen. Well done to everybody who put dollar. If you put dollar or dollars or Jamaican dollars, you can have that. Acoustic Chef says, why don't you come to India? No reason. I just have not yet. I think I will go anywhere given the chance for some period of time. I'll try anything once, I think. It is Jamaican dollar, yes. Okay, cool. Question number 6 is, what is the unit of measurement used to describe the speed of cruise ships? Not a normal speed of measurement like miles per hour, kilometers per hour. Oh, Natalie says, sounds like the toilets in Egypt. We had to pay for toilet paper by the square. Ouch. I mean, recently toilet paper in the UK has become a hot commodity, but I've got enough, it's fine. Things are back to normal now as regards to toilet paper. And regards to most things, things seem to be on the up. Things feel a bit more optimistic where we are. We're not back at work yet. I'm still working from home. I can't see us going back to the office for a really, really long time. Brian says, late to the party? Not. Well, coming in here late to the party and putting in a correct answer. Well done, Brian. Well done to Phil. Well done to everybody who's got knots. Knots or not or nautical knots. You can all have that. Well done. Okay, cool. We're steaming through. Let me know how you're doing. It seems like you guys are all getting all of these right. Smart people, smart people. Or maybe it's just all the practice. I'm very tempted to do, I don't know, like a recap round and ask you guys the questions that I've already asked, so like 11 weeks ago, because most of you guys aren't here every single week. And if you are, sounds like you deserve some, see if you remember it. That sounds cool. Mary says, are the desks in your office very close, like in our London office? Yeah, I mean, not even a meter apart. I could not social distance in my office. There's, a button to get in. We all have to press the button. There's doors. We all have to touch the doors. I have to walk past so many people to get to my desk. Social distancing in that office is just not doable. Not doable, get it? Mr. Wig and Dave says 1 knot is equal to 1.15 miles per hour. Bonus fact there from Mr. Wig and Dave. Mary says, I was so shocked they were so close. Yeah, I mean, probably this piano is like 2 desks. So it's a good job I really get on with my work colleagues, but you can hold hands, no problem if you wanted to. Not anymore, but yeah, I mean, space is a premium, space is expensive. Okay, cool. Moving on to question number 7, which is, which cruise line has a partnership with Lego? Patty Ann says, at my office, they're keeping the doors open all day. I don't think, I work in kind of data where we're supposed to be locked away so that everybody else can't get to us and read our super secret data. So I'm not sure if they can leave the doors open. Peter says, have you seen Jim Zim's latest video? I haven't, but I will check it out after this one. You have a piano. Yes, Queen, epic. I have a piano, yeah, it's here. I keep trying to play it. I really do. I keep trying. The answer is MSC. Yes, if you've ever been on an MSC cruise ship, they'll kind of, near the kids club, have this big Lego section. They'll have Lego people. They'll have all kinds of Lego stuff. Lego, Lego, Lego with MSC, which makes perfect sense because on MSC cruises, people speak about 8 languages, and Lego is kind of a universal language, isn't it? You don't have to speak the same language to play with Lego with somebody. So I suppose that makes sense. And they have like Lego mascots and all kinds of stuff. Okay, question number 8 is, what is the name of Princess Cruises' mascot, Teddy Bear? Their mascot, Teddy Bear. I don't have this one, actually. I probably could get him and put him in the background, but I don't have him. Matthew says, that's cool to know. That's good. That is good. It does make a lot of sense. Well done to Steve, straight in there with Stanley. His name is Stanley. Stanley is the princess mascot bear. He's very, very cute. Named after the founder, yes. Should be Hudson, Ronald McDonald. It is definitely Stanley. And I think Stanley is very sweet. Stanley, the stowaway bear. Absolutely. Okay, question number 9 is, in which country will you find Gothenburg? Jenny says, have you tried to make a Lego llama? I have not. That probably is a thing. It probably is a set. Probably. Natalie is going strong with 8 out of 8 so far. Well done, Natalie. That's amazing. Yes, well done, Peter. It is Sweden. Sweden, 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 Sweden. I took that picture on a Baltic cruise, my 2-week Baltic cruise, where I shaved my hair off. And it's very tempting to do that again in lockdown with hairdressers closed. But it's fine. Sweden, the land of snow and ice. Yes, it is Sweden. Okay, cool. Moving on to question number 10. What is the name of the MSC Meraviglia's sister ship? I should really have a question that says, how many months did it take Emma to learn to say MSC Meraviglia? And just ignore that G that's right in the middle. If you go back to my old videos, like 2 years ago, the Meraviglia pronunciations on there, it makes me cringe. I can't watch it. Peter says, you shaved your head. Yes, I had the captain of the Morella Discovery shave my head in the theatre before a show. I did it for charity, and the video's on my channel if you do want to watch that. So that's something unique that I've done on a cruise. That's the weirdest thing I've ever done on a cruise. We raised £5,000, so worth it. My hair is somewhere now, somewhere on somebody else. The answer is Bellissima. Yes, it is Bellissima, Bellissima, Bellissima. It is Bellissima. Yes. Tomorrow is a national day of Sweden. Congratulations, Sweden. I like Sweden. Bellissima, Bellissima. Yes, well done, everybody. Fantastic work. Okay, so we have got flags next. Has anybody got 10 out of 10 so far? I feel like maybe they are easier this time. It's hard to know. It's really hard to come up with these things. I don't want to repeat the same things over and over again. Okay. Cool. Let's go on to flags now. This is the first flag. Flag, flag, flag. Any guesses for the flag? Oh, I can't get rid of it. There we go. They don't make this easy. It's a bit clunky. I need one of those things where you press the buttons and the pictures come up. That would be fantastic. It is Greece. Yes, well done to Tim's Travels. It is Greece, and James and Will and Jenny and everybody. We've got some confident flag guessers here. Well done to everybody who got Greece. That is fantastic. Okay, cool. On to the next flag. That is this one. Any guesses on this one? I don't want that question still there. There we go. Any guesses on this flag? I feel like flags are a good thing to know. If nothing else, I feel like you can show off if you know flags. I mean, maybe that's just me. It is Italy. Yes, well done, Steve. Well done, Jenny. Well done, Christopher. It is Italy. I've been to Italy quite a few times. I love Italy. Given the chance of many places to go in Europe, Italy is always really high up there for me. It's really easy to just wander around, do your own thing. It's relatively cheap. It feels very safe and clean in most of the places I've been anyway. So if you are considering a trip to Italy, I would definitely recommend it. Definitely, especially Rome. Okay, so let's move on to the next flag. It is a bit more tricky, maybe a little bit. This one. Any guesses on that one? I think this is maybe a bit more tricky. Not sure. Kevin says fun with flags. Fun with flags. We are steaming ahead. We've got 10 minutes to go. I know this is my live stream and I'm in charge and I can kind of end it whenever I want or start whenever I want. But I ask you guys to be here at this time until this time. So I want to stick to the right times. I really like to be on a schedule. I like to know where I'm going when. So I feel like you guys deserve that too. It is 1 bazillion% Turkey. I don't even know what number that is. Turkey. Yes, the answer is Turkey. Well done to everybody who gets Turkey. So I've heard that Turkey isn't really in any continent. Like, no one is claiming it. I just assumed it was in Europe because I feel like it's in Europe, but apparently technically not, which is strange. Strange. Christopher says, the background helps to give it away. That is maybe true. I probably wouldn't have got it. Peter says, I've got to go now. I'll watch the rest later. Thank you for joining me, Peter. I appreciate having you in here. It is super cool to chat to you all because it's just nice. I feel like it's been so long since any of us have been on a cruise, and we need to get this conversation out. I think I need to remember that, you know, we're going to get back there and it's going to be fine and it's going to be even better than before. It's in both Asia and Europe. Yeah, very, very strange. Very strange. I feel like they need to just pick, but I guess it's not that simple. Steve says, Emma, if you could add a feature of your choosing to a cruise ship, what would it be? It will be a underwater water slide that maybe it shouldn't be there when you're sailing, but when you stop, you can put it down and you can see all the fishes. I appreciate it probably wouldn't work, but it would be very, very cool, wouldn't it? Very, very cool. If I was to design a cruise ship, it would be, I mean, it would be very kind of probably a bit minimalistic, a bit Scandinavian. I really like the Viking ships, the saga ships, that kind of like understated, just clean, like nice lines and potted plants and stuff like that. It would be very, very app focused. I would let you order your food on an app in every restaurant, check the menus days in advance. Definitely do that. One thing that I don't like about P&O, who I'm cruising on in January, is they don't have an app. When I cruised on Britannia, you couldn't even check your onboard account on the TV, which, come on. This is now. We definitely need an app. So yeah, it would be very app focused, I think. Save the planet, less paper, more app. Mary says, I typed on my computer all day today, but just realized I haven't said a single word, a single outside word. Very, very strange to realize you haven't spoken a word. I speak to Hudson all of the time, so I don't ever have that problem. Always talk to Hudson. I know this song. I can hear it in my head. Yeah, that's definitely the song then, I know. Underwater slide sounds posh. It probably would be very, very expensive, so it would be for, yeah, probably more rich people than me. I don't think I could afford it, but you asked, and that is what I would add, so there we go. Okay, the next one, I hope you guys will get this one, is this one. There's probably more of this flag than any other flag in the entire world. Probably more in production than the rest of the world combined, to be fair. Probably, I would say at least half of you guys in the chat are from this place. So hopefully you'll get this. I can't really see anybody not getting it. It's probably one of the most well-known flags in the entire world. It is the United States. Yes, the USA. My home country, USA, America. Yeah, it is the USA. The USA who has flags in their schools and their driveways and all of this stuff. You don't see flags like that. I'm going to just say in most of Europe, because you don't see it in English. In England, you don't really see it. Unless there's a football game, we don't put up flags. P&O may need to get an app for COVID. I'm guessing you mean like since COVID they need an app, because that sounds like they need an app for using COVID. But yeah, I know what you mean. And I agree. I think everyone should have an app. I don't know why they don't have apps. It's not that hard to make an app. I guess it's hard to get it to connect to the ship's Wi-Fi and actually work. But come on, all the other cruise lines have managed it. And it's the way that, I mean, P&O and Princess, they're like sisters, and Princess's Ocean Medallion really far ahead in the tech. P&O doesn't even have an app. Like, just share some of that technology. You already know it, I think. Anyway, so our last flag is this one. Any guesses on that one? One of my favorite places for sure. Very happy birds tweeting out in my garden. They don't know They don't know. Then they're hanging out where Hudson caught a bird earlier. Natalie says, my dad would never manage with an app. I'm not saying everyone has to use the app. I know some people don't want to, but a lot of people will use the app if they give them an app. It is Norway, yes. Well done to Steve. Well done to Ian. Well done to Pamela. Well done to Matthew. He says Norway, of course. Yes, it is Norway. Love Norway. Definitely want to get back there soon, like really soon as I can. I'm still not sure when we're going to be cruising again. I'm holding out hope, so much hope, for the weekend cruise I have booked in September. That goes from the UK and it goes to Bruges and Amsterdam, because those places are not very far away. It may be okay. Maybe. I'm really hoping it'll be okay. Todd says, I would love to try P&O. Emma, didn't you say they make it hard for Americans to book? Yes, unnecessarily so. I think the only way you can do it really is to book direct and maybe on Vacations to Go, the American website. But generally speaking, they make it really hard, really hard. I don't know why. Sean and Steph did it. My friends Sean and Steph. I'm wearing my Sean and Steph t-shirt right now, actually. They did it and they loved it. And it's brilliant. And I think we should have more Americans on P&O cruises. But yeah. Okay, cool. Right. Okay, have we got any last minute questions? Please thumbs up the video. Yes, please do. And definitely subscribe if you haven't already. I really hope that you have. Share this channel with anyone that you think would like it. Please, please, please. And check out my videos every single Sunday. This one is, I think, an interesting one. I think we're all very curious about the future of cruising. And there's a lot of things we don't know. I'm not going to come out with statements that aren't true, because I don't see the point of sensationalizing these things, but we can look at the facts. Some cruise lines are coming out with guidelines now. I think that, river cruises are going again. A river cruise is sailing right now, which is crazy. David says, Vacations to Go, not impressed. 6 emails, still no answer. I've never sent them an email that they haven't replied to within a day, so that's a bit of a bummer. That is not good. Not good, David. Sean says, is Hudson not around? No, he's downstairs, and he's not my favorite right now because he killed a bird this morning. Kevin says, do you think P&O Caribbean cruises will happen? Happen altogether or happen soon? I don't think they'll happen soon. I don't think they'll happen soon. A lot of the people on those cruises come from the UK, fly over, do the Caribbean, come back. And I think that's just more difficult right now. They're going to have probably less people who are interested in that, so they may move the ships to, from here. Matty says, sorry if you answered this. When would you be comfortable cruising again? I'm comfortable cruising again when the cruise lines say that they're comfortable for me to cruise again, and when I can get the time off work. So yeah, I'm trusting the cruise lines, I think, on that one. I'm hoping it'll be September, October time. I really want to cruise this year. If I can't cruise till 2021, that's really sad. I haven't cruised yet in 2020. So I really hope soon. Christopher says, Disney no longer provides every cabin with a daily schedule as they expect most people to use their app. I think Marella are doing the same thing over here in the UK, which I'm happy with that. I do quite like getting back to the cabin and reading the thing. But I do understand where they're going. And if their app can have more functions, I can check the account on the app. I can read a menu on the app. Love that. Really, really love it. My mum says, Vacations to Go woke me up in the middle of the night as they didn't allow for time differences. I have to say I've never had them phone me, only email me back. I think you can say something, and I always say email me. Don't phone me. Don't phone me. Okay, cool. Lee says, what are you looking forward to most about Iona? I think it's going to be, well, I don't know. I think it's very different for P&O, so I'm really interested in finding out what it's going to be like. I think it's kind of taking everything I loved about the Britannia cruise that I went on and doing it bigger and more. So I like the kind of freestyle dining, more relaxed, less dress codes, and generally P&O are quite traditional, but Iona is going more towards the family market, more towards the multiple dining. It's got this amazing glass dome in the middle with a swimming pool, which turns into a dance floor. I think that would be very, very cool. So really, I'm just interested in finding out what it's going to be like. Hopefully good, because I'm on there for 14 nights, which is a really, really long time. Normally, I wouldn't book a 14-night cruise so much because I try and spread out my holiday, but I haven't been on a cruise for a while, so my annual leave is building up. So hopefully I can just use that and then it will be fine. Patty Ann says, it's supposed to be very British. Would we feel out of place? I would say 95 at least percent, maybe more than 95% of people on P&O cruises are British. So you would feel like everyone is different from you, but everyone's nice. Everyone's very polite. Everyone's very friendly. So it just depends if you're up for a British experience. Like I said, my friends Sean and Steph, they're American and they loved it, but it is British. It is afternoon tea. It is UK plug sockets. It is all that kind of stuff. Okay, so it is time for me to say goodbye, and I will see you on next week. I'll see you next week, same time, same place. Make sure you watch Sunday's videos, all going to be about masks and stuff like that. If you haven't already checked out my cruise course, visit Cruising Isn't Just for Old People and click on How to Cruise for Less. That is all of my secrets and knowledge in one place, which I'm going to be updating because things are constantly changing. So as everything changes, I'm making updates. So thank you so much if you've already bought that. Really appreciate it. It's been a fantastic launch week. Really, really good. So thank you so much. Have a good time doing whatever you're doing this weekend. Hopefully you've got a bit more freedom and you're out and about and can see people again. Okay, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. I did. Bye.